What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with Tactical Gamer, bringing you guys an interesting video
Hasan,
from Tectone. This one, apparently, Hasan is quitting. Now, I don't know how true that is. I know he's been losing his mind a little bit. There was just a little spat between him and Sneeko, basically both of them calling each other basically a LARPer of Muslim. And I mean, they are. They're pretty much LARPing as Muslims. It's ridiculous. But very curious on what this is going to be about. Make sure you guys go check out Tectone's full video and all of his stuff. Great content. Go check out w.gg and use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. And let's see what this is going to be about, because I'm so curious. Dude's been losing his mind.
talks about quitting streaming.
Yeah.
I need to watch this with all my beautiful people on Rumble and YouTube.
I doubt it.
So if you enjoy shitting on Hasan, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Because literally, when he was freaking out the whole shoe on head situation, he literally said he wanted to off himself, and then he quickly went, "Oh, in a video game." It's like, oh no, dude. Oh no, you are losing it slowly.
And let's hear him with his daily, usually tri-daily crash outs. Let's talk about it.
Pretty much, yeah.
If we fundraise $100,000
Okay.
as a community, do we get to choose what kind of new animal we invent?
Huh?
What is he talking about? What his next sex partner is going to be? Has he graduated from minors and brothels and now he wants to
In Germany?
animals? Did you guys know that Hasan Piker went to a brothel with a child at it?
Yeah, in Germany.
That's just what's interesting to me.
Yep.
You know, usually a grown man who's, 35 would say, oh, there's a child being sex trafficked here. I should probably leave. But Hasan said, you know what? Let's roll the dice.
Right.
Let's see what's going to happen. What? You can look into that. That's a real thing. I've mentioned this
Look
for years, by the way. It's very interesting. No, I'm not saying he did. But
He
there's
was
a
there.
non-zero chance
Yep,
that it
he
happened.
was there.
And I feel like any other person who were to see a child at a brothel would say, yeah, I should leave. Not Hasan Piker. Because he says, and I quote, age on the clock, good enough for the cock. He also says,
Yep, he said that.
what was the other one? Old enough to count, old enough to mount. That is a literal quote of his. Now let's get into it. Destiny said he
exactly
a 15-year-old at a brothel. Destiny says a lot of things.
Yeah,
However,
he does.
I don't believe that confirms.
Yeah, just because Destiny says it doesn't mean it's true. I mean, without definitive proof, the fact of the matter is he was just there and clearly never called the police to report the brothel. Now, of course, it was in a whole other country, so their laws and rules could be completely and totally different compared to ours.
Anything.
Still gross.
And I would wait to see further proof. However, we're probably not going to find out the truth of that. And that's, it's unfortunate.
Is that possible? Is that in the cards? Will you stop pausing? I'm trying to watch this. Add a couple zeros and we'll talk.
What the fuck?
So let me get this right. So Maya Higa is in a direct collaboration and a 16-month current subscriber to Hasan Piker.
Oh, dang.
You know, in my opinion, that really says a lot about a human being who not only openly supports Hasan Piker,
Right.
is a VIP in his channel,
That's
as
crazy.
well as a 16-month subscriber
Jesus.
to Hasan. That is insane.
That's wow. Just wow.
You know what? I digress.
That's crazy. New York has changed you. New York has changed you. I'm dropping my day ones, and that includes you. Okay, yeah. I see how it is. One TED Talk, all of a sudden,
What the fuck?
I'm chopped liver.
Dude.
To this day, I think I'm the record holder on largest donations in one single visit, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably washed now. Okay.
What?
Can I tell you why donations from multimillionaires don't matter?
Like, he didn't even get it from anyone.
It's due
He
to
got
the
it from
fact
other
that
people.
Hasan Piker donating $100,000 is like a normal average Joe dropping $10. So, do I think donating large amounts of money to charity makes you a good person? No. To be honest, I believe it usually indicates the exact opposite.
Yeah.
I don't know a single person who's actually donating to charity because they want to donate to charity. They donate to charity because they want to look good and do it publicly.
Yep.
Especially when you have the options to do it privately. But when you donate money to charity, people believe it gives you an out to be bad at a later date. And when someone donates a large amount to charity and then constantly brings it up on how much they've donated to charity, I'm sorry, bro, you're doing that for optics, and it's, as well as it's a write-off. And it's good for your
Well, the funny thing is, recently during the Cuba whole incident, right? He literally said that if he was gonna give money, like donate it or do anything else, you wouldn't hear about it. You wouldn't know because he would just do it, right? But yet he's going to brag about him being like probably the biggest donor. Like really? Come on now.
business
Hypocrite.
expenses if you do
So dumb.
donate to charity as a multimillionaire. So, do I think it makes you a good person? No, absolutely not. But first, a word from today's sponsor. Recently, a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role.
We will skip that. But yeah.
This is a little bit of personal information, but this was like, this was when I was like genuinely considering quitting streaming.
God, could you imagine that? Oh, that would be beautiful.
That'd be awesome.
And
Be
this
awesome.
was, I think, the first fun, non Gaza related stream that we did post October 7.
Oh God.
October 7th, never forget. Also, I would like to remind you, and bring attention to the very scary fact. Guys, if Hasan would have retired this day, do you know how many YouTubers would be struggling to survive right now?
Probably not
It's
many.
the truth. Hasan being the biggest, most unlikable douchebag on planet Earth and being the most protected, the most artificial streamer of all time.
Definitely most protected. That's hands down. Definitely for sure. But I mean, you have so much drama in the YouTube sphere that's going on right now. In the political sphere, you have people on the right going at each other. You have people on the left going at each other, and that's the political sphere. You have the commentary sphere where you have people going at each other, and that's like every aspect of the commentary sphere. You literally have people who are like political commentary, people like video games, movies, like literally the whole quartering issue, along with the Millie Mac issue and fucking like Friday Night Tykes and God, like there's just so much drama. That's why if you're gonna be smart, you're not gonna really interact with too many of these people on YouTube. Like mainly just kind of keep yourself from the distance and the drama. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of it, which is why even if Hasan quit, there still would have been so much other stuff. And for all we know, it could have been Destiny, it could have been Ethan Klein, it could have been Tectone, it could be fucking Asmongold. Someone could have lost their mind at some point in time. Any one of them could have lost their mind. Most of those less likely than Hasan, clearly, and or anyone else. But still, it's like there's still plenty of people on the internet who are stupid and retarded. So no. I mean, he is definitely the most clipped, that's for sure. And once that's gone, will people have to find something else? Yes. Oh yes.
Has been putting food on plates for generations. So, Hasan Piker, I hope that you never stop making content, man.
I want him
I
to.
do. I do. I just want to
And
see you
or
banned
and
off of
or
YouTube and
just
banned off of
stop being
Twitch.
a dumb
That way you
dick.
have to go to a real platform, you know, and struggle to make content when you finally realize that the only reason that you actually get viewers is because Twitch puts you on the homepage non-stop, sings you happy birthday, and Dan Clancy gives you preferred access into
Pretty
the
much,
algorithm.
yes.
And we can
Very
tell that
much
by
so,
your
yes.
YouTube numbers as well, because they're completely abysmal. Despite being the #1 left-wing content creator on Twitch, you barely struggle to get more Pegasus numbers on YouTube, which is very impressive to me. But yeah, I mean, if Hasan retires, what the is Pegasus going to do here?
And I literally
he'll find
was
other
like,
stuff.
I think I probably should just quit streaming.
Maybe he'll go on
Facts.
vacation.
I should go back to college. I should, pursue a PhD. Maybe I'll become like a college professor or
Oh
something.
God.
A college professor, yes. He's going to be teaching how to be a massive
Bad. So
101.
bad.
That's the only quote that I saw, which, by the way, top comment. What's he going to teach? How to be a massive 101. I thought it was hilarious. It was great. It was good. Imagine being taught a class by Hasan. Like, what are you going to learn? Here's how you do a wellness check on your ex-girlfriend. Here's how you support terrorism.
This is how you
Here's how
grift
you
on the
bomb.
internet.
Here's how you suicide bomb more effectively. Wow. What a great course, because he's so knowledgeable. He's so knowledgeable, very impressive. And also, I'd like to remind you, Hassan Piker still believes in college in 2026. That's very impressive. That is. Saying college is a good thing in 2026, man, wow. Impressive.
Because it was so much every day, day in, day out. People were just like, "You're a terrorist. You're a terrorist."
No.
It's still going on, dude.
What they were saying was,
You're a terrorist supporter.
you are a terrorist supporter.
Yeah, not a terrorist.
I'm actually
Like, let's make this clear. He's not a terrorist. He's a terrorist supporter. And how he supports them is by talking very well about them, saying how they're the good guys, how they're like, freedom fighters and stuff like that when they aren't. They are evil, vile, murderous, rapists, like just animals is what they are. Okay? And that's the terrorists. And that's who he protects. So, is he a terrorist? No. But is he a terrorist supporter? Yes.
curious. Will Grok finally not get psyoped by Hassan's community? Does Hassan support terrorism?
Oh, God.
Let's see what Grok will say.
Yes.
Let's see if his community has also. Oh no, here we go. Great.
Dang, straight up. Yes. Yes.
Man, when even Grok doesn't have your back, that's insane. Yes, Hasan Piker has repeatedly expressed support for or justified actions by designated terrorist organizations and terrorist attacks, framing them as legitimate resistance.
Yep. What was I just saying?
Hasan, you are called a terrorist supporter.
Not a terrorist.
Because you support terrorists.
Yep.
We don't know what else to tell you, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay, big guy? We're going to have to figure this out. We really are.
How about just stop supporting terrorists?
Allies, no one in the space. None of my Twitch streamer friends were, or none of the content creators in this.
Denims, Frogan, freaking, Casey Tron, fucking, Ian. There's people right there who are constantly defending you, dude. They've made videos of it. Are you serious?
Face wanted to touch the issue of Israel with a 10-foot pole,
dude,
because they were so worried about being attacked. Dude. They saw the way that, like,
dude, Hasan has made hating Israel so cringe because all the large content creators are currently pushing that right now. It's very in with the Zoomers, the Instagram crowd.
Oh God.
And it's lame because when Nick Fuentes does it, it's cool.
No, it's not.
When Hasan does it, he sounds like,
I think both sides are wrong, and I think it should be left alone and we should stay out of it.
Anti-Israel crowd. Hasan will quite literally say and or do anything to far more viewers. He has no more.
My opinion, we stay out of it, because if we were in a predicament like that, if we were warring or fighting with somebody, would Israel help us? No, they wouldn't. Case in point, guaranteed, probably none of our allies, except for probably Poland. I could see Poland helping us out. Maybe Japan, and that's a maybe. That's a big maybe on Japan. I mean, they play nice, but they're smart, so they're gonna keep playing nice because you keep your friends close, but you keep your enemies closer, kind of like thing, right? So I can see Japan's thought processes and all that. So it just comes down to if America ever slipped up and we legitimately got invaded or needed help, kind of like a whole Red Dawn situation, right? We wouldn't get help. We would not get help. No one would come to our help. We would have to help ourselves, clearly. Because just look at this little minor support we needed, asked for, and couldn't get, right? Because they didn't want to get involved. Exactly what we're going to get if we got into a serious skirmish with someone and it was us warring with someone else and we're being invaded, it's kind of like thing. We wouldn't get help. None.
Whatsoever.
Mercilessly, people were like ripping into me, calling me a terrorist, even doing like unrestrained amounts, unbelievable amounts of unrestrained Islamophobia.
Dude, no, they weren't.
They are saying you support terrorists because you said that you think what Hamas is doing is a good thing.
Yeah.
That is why they call you a terrorist supporter. I'm going to remind you again. You got this, man.
I mean, it's the same now, too, with mainstream media, but it doesn't matter anymore because the public is on my side.
Major media is just literally putting bulletin points on all the things you've said as well as all the clips, and no, they are not out of context. And the only ones that are supporting you are your people, not anyone else.
It doesn't matter. But at that point, this is January 30th, 2024. There wasn't a lot of people who were like, yeah, Israel kind of sucks. Everyone was like
So stupid.
beginning to learn about how much Israel sucked, but they were not there yet. Right. And, my community had
There were many content creators already talking about this.
Yeah,
For example,
there's
Nick
a lot.
Fuentes, which Hasan heavily bases every action that
There was Nick Fuentes, Candace Owens. There were several other right-leaning people. I think Alex Jones. God, who else? There were several other people. But there's three big names right there on the right side that were like doing it. So I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
he does on that individual because he's horrendously and very ugly jealous of who Nick Fuentes is, a content creator who has had every barrier put in front of him, and yet he still manages to absolutely crush on every single platform, even if he's blacklisted from it. So Hasan heavily tries to mirror what Nick Fuentes is doing while posing himself as a good guy. And I think that's the
They're both
reason
bad.
why
They're
Hasan
both
is
racist.
respected by nobody, but Nick Fuentes at least has a community of groypers because Nick Fuentes will just say whatever the fuck he wants to say. He doesn't give a fuck about looking like a good guy. The problem
Very
with
true.
Hasan is everything he does is for optics, and he can't even stand being looked at like someone who's done any wrong whatsoever, while being the majority perpetrator of the things that are currently wrong with the platform. And to be honest,
Big time.
the overarching world.
Big time.
And people would rather watch the devil they know versus the devil they don't know, because Hasan, when you spend your entire life being a fake ass, people will smell a mile away once they wisen up, and people are wisening up.
Yeah.
being severed almost in half. A third left, went from like 30,000 to barely cracking. We were like sub 20K on a day-to-day basis. So many content creators were just eating so good off of like every other week. Every other week there would be another incident, another.
Let's double check. Let's check the math. When people talk about numbers, I love fact checking them. So this was January 30th, 2024. Let's go look.
Oh.
So we averaged 20,000, 20,600, 21,000, 36,000.
Damn.
Max viewers 34, max viewers 38, max viewers 46, max viewers 37, max viewers 126,000, max viewers 135,000, max viewers 85. You can't say you were barely cracking 20K when you were averaging 20K, as well as having certain streams make 64K, 85K, 130,000. Hasan, the information on the internet is publicly available data. And when you so blatantly insult your audience and you don't get called out for it, you shouldn't be happy.
Let's face it, a lot of his audience are lazy and they're not going to actually look it up. They're just going to sit there and just believe it.
That you got away with your lies. You should be very worried that your audience is prone to believe absolutely anything. And understand one day that same aloofness, that same delusion will one day turn back against you. And that will inevitably lead to your own self-destruction. One day. That will be your own downfall, would be this community of retards that you yourself have built, that you take comfort in, knowing that they will not question a single thing that you are saying, even though they can go on the internet and immediately fact check what you're saying. They won't do it. One day that will
lazy.
be held against you.
Yep.
Horrifying atrocity
funny.
that I was trying to shine a light to, and anytime I spoke out on it, people would just do video after video after video with like millions of views, being like, he's a terrorist. Look at how much of a terrorist he is, primarily in the West.
Terrorist
and I was
supporter,
like,
not
these
terrorist.
people are sacrificing their lives.
Why does Hasan get so offended by being called a terrorist that he brings legitimate terrorists onto his stream and says terrorists are based?
Right? Makes no sense.
Like, I don't know if you're trying to play the Muslim card right now. I don't know if that's what you're doing.
No, now he's playing the I'm just a white guy card. Why are you calling me a terrorist? I'm not a terrorist. I grew up here in America. despite him saying that he was born here, but instantly was taken back to Turkey and was raised there until he went to college.
But why are you so offended by that? It's kind of like all these women who say how beautiful transgender people are, and then you say, "Wow, you guys look the same. Oh my God, you guys look so similar." And then these women get so upset when you compare them to a transgender woman. And you want to know why that is? Because you don't believe your own lie.
Nope.
You don't. And I think that's the thing that makes Hasan so compelling is that it's like the most obvious lie ever being told in the world is that Hasan Piker is very clearly a terror supporter, does it all the time, will tell you Hezbollah is based.
Almost every stream.
And then he'll go live and cry on Streetport for 5 minutes at a time, multiple times a day, about how much of a victim he is for being called a terrorist while immediately saying, "I love terrorism, it's the best. And we need more of it."
Right.
It's insane.
It's nothing. Like, feeling and being called a terrorist every day is nothing. People leaving and misunderstanding what I am trying to explain to people is inconsequential in the grand scheme of things, right? I have unbelievable privilege. I can just like push through it. So I'm not, presenting myself as a victim at all. I'm just saying.
I love how Tectone's wearing like a suit jacket right now.
I'm not a victim. All these people are really mean to me. All these people are really freaking mean.
You call me a
I
cowboy?
thought I was gonna quit. I thought maybe I'll go to college. Maybe I'll do a PhD because I'm so tired of these people being mean. Well, but I'm not trying to make myself seem like a victim, guys.
Honestly, I can't wait until I no longer have to make videos on this dumb dude. And most people will go in my comments and go, "Well, why do you do it?" It's like, because all these people literally believe all the bullshit this guy says, and it's like there's so much proof out there, and that's why I bring light to it, much like more Pegasus and Tectone and Asmongold and a few other people out there who bring the light so that people can actually see for the real hypocritical fake ass piece of shit that Hasan Piker is.
Okay.
Dude's a chameleon.
What were we doing? Oh, they called me a mean terrorist. That's terrible. Anyways, I think terrorism is based.
It's totally based, man.
Okay.
We need more of it going on.
Listen, man, the only victim that I'm looking at right now is Kaya.
Damn, poor
Mentally, I
dog.
was there. I remember I was so close. I was like, I hate all this. I have no friends in this industry. I have no.
And you still don't.
No.
You still don't, Hasan.
No, he doesn't. He does not have actual legitimate friends. I mean, he has people who are trying to be on his good side so he can help support them and get their name out there so they stay relevant because he's relevant and all this other kind of stuff. I mean, he has those Glazer people, but yeah, I mean, when it comes to friendships, no. He has none. Not real ones, anyways.
The reality is that if you lose relevance, even 30%, all of these people will turn on you if they believe it will be a net positive for them in your career.
Yep.
None of these people like you.
Nope.
None of these people support you.
Nope.
And they will turn against you the moment it is career advisable.
Yep.
And that is the God's honest truth.
It's gonna happen.
And one day you will.
And this is how you know. As soon as Twitch is forced to actually start treating Hasan the same way they treat everyone else with TOS, right? Terms of service, then you can see all the people who sit there and protect him and do all the same stuff he does and says and everything are going to start dropping off. They're just going to disappear off of Twitch, or their whole premise of what they were originally about is going to change, right? Guaranteed it's going to be about video games or maybe commentary on, like, anything non-political, right? That's more likely what it would be.
Feel the exact pain that you've inflicted on every other person you've ever gone after. And you will feel it worse because the atrocities that you've committed are far worse than the atrocities you pretend other people have.
Yeah. It's called karma.
And man, as a day
And
one,
it's slowly creeping up.
I can't wait to see that happen.
Neither
And I'm
can
very
I.
patient, but I'm in no rush. Well, give me more YouTube videos. It'll be awesome.
Pretty much, yeah.
What is Maya doing with this terror supporter? Guys, I'm going to blow your mind. Some people do whatever is advisable for optics. I'm gonna blow your mind.
One that will stand by me. All of these other people are like saying I'm Osama bin Laden. They're playing games comparing me to Osama bin Laden. Like some
The
of the top
streamer
content
game.
creators were doing that, and not a
Oh, that
single
streamer
one
game. He's bringing up
of
that streamer game.
I
They
find it
made fun of
crazy how
Asmongold
you
too.
get insulted by
And
being called
XQC.
Osama bin Laden, but you mock Charlie Kirk, who got assassinated by being shot in the neck.
Hey, that's Hasan. That's Hasan
So
for
let me
you.
get this right. It's crossing the line if someone calls you Osama bin Laden, but it's okay for you to. And by the way, fun fact: Hassan in the past has actively wished for the death of Charlie Kirk.
Yep,
That
before
is
it
a
even
real
happened.
thing, by the way.
Before it happened,
And
yep.
mocked him after he was assassinated, as well as you gave instructions to kill a senator of the United States.
Yep.
So
Oh, and
I really
capitalists.
need to
Don't forget
understand
capitalists.
why you doing all of that is fine and morally advisable.
And Chinese detonators.
Yet someone saying Hassan Osama bin Laden Epstein baby oil piker
Right.
is crossing the line.
Yeah.
Also, shout outs to me. He's talking about me, by the way.
Yep.
of the people I know, the people I've like
That was
you know
funny.
grown up with in this dark corner of the internet. Not a single
Dark corner of the internet. You mean the politics that are pushed publicly on Twitch in the most mainstream fashion? Yeah, I know, man.
Right.
I would love to know how being the left is how you get isolated. I would love for you to link me articles of people losing their job for not supporting ICE or promoting transgenderism. And I'll send you 10,000 times more of people saying, I don't believe in transgenderism and ICE is a good thing.
Yeah.
So I would love to see all this information that you have of how preaching leftist political agendas is not career or morally advisable politically advisable or financially advisable. And I will show you 10,000 examples of the exact inverse. However, he doesn't want to talk about that.
single one of them was like, "Hey, maybe you shouldn't do that. That's kind of up. Why are you doing that? That's a little racist, don't you think?" Not even a little bit, right? And then I did this, and we did this stream, and a lot of people tuned in, and we fundraised what 30 grand in the entire 2 hour stream or like hour long stream.
Wow, bro. You raised 30 grand. If that's so impressive, you son, why don't you just donate that? You probably make that every day. Because that's
Probably
how
makes
much
double
money you
that.
make by shilling leftist political agendas. And you know that. That's why you have a $3.4 million mansion in LA. In
Yeah.
LA. Let's just relax here, big guy.
And that's when I was reminded that we do actually have an incredible impact.
So stupid.
That like we are capable of making changes, albeit marginal. That was my thread of hope, a thread of hope that we can weave.
Then why haven't you been using your platform and your influence to unify people and bring people together other than further divide them by calling, anyone who's a Jew or Israeli, inbred, which is ironically coming from you considering, your uncle came out and admitted that your grandparents, his grandparents, are first cousins. So, I mean, it's kind of funny that you talk about that and you bring that up, but yet you're constantly using your influence to further divide people and further influence hatred, bigotry, racism, and, just negative emotions. Like, that's what you keep spreading.
Together.
So
You're
dumb.
such a liar.
Yep.
It's like he's reading off a script. Okay, I really need some good PR right now.
He probably is reading off a script. That's the thing about most YouTubers that piss me off is before they even do a video, like I do everything raw, unedited. I literally just like, oh hey, this is going on. Boom, I put it out there. If I fuck up a word, I fuck up a word and I just still put it out there because I am not going to sit there, watch something, write out a freaking script, do all this, read the script, practice over and over and over again, and then put it out there. No, I believe in being authentic and raw. I've been this way since my YouTube has started over 10 years ago, and it's going to remain this way, right? And it it's just ridiculous that someone like him.
Who do I need to dick suck?
Fucking
Okay,
swear.
Maya, here we go. Dude, this is the most
Ugh.
God, I need good PR right now statement I've ever heard.
Making, changes, albeit marginal.
Uh huh.
That was my thread of hope.
Uh
A
huh.
thread
This
of
is-
hope.
So he keeps looking over to the left. It would be his right, but it'd be our left, right? He's continuously looking at something, reading it, and then looking back at the other screen. Now, granted, he could just be reading chat, but at the same time, he can still have his chat there and something right next to his chat. But I digress. I'm still thinking that he probably has something that he's reading.
We can weave together for a better future.
He definitely wrote that out. Weave together as a better future. My ass.
God, he's so
Full of shit. My ass. Just played it. Oh my god, dude. Really? Really? That is totally written out. That dude is full of shit. All he talks about is divide and divide and divide and divide. That's it. Ridiculous.
Okay.
Oh my god.
A thread of hope that we can weave for a better
The
future.
future.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
Real authentic.
Where's he
Real
gone?
organic. Let's hear that again.
Organic as
That, like,
fucking. Oh
we
my
are
god.
capable
Yep.
of making
Yeah.
changes,
Yeah.
albeit
No matter
Organic
how
as
small,
free dry space
we
food.
can make a change. That's what I saw my destiny, to be the #1 hero. Little by little, I'll fight for that future, and we'll get to a brighter future together. I'm gonna be king of the pirates. Jesus.
marginal. That was my thread of hope. A thread of
Oh my
hope
god.
that we can weave
So
together
stupid.
for a better future. Of hope. A thread of hope that we can weave together
Oh my god.
for a better future.
I want him to quit streaming and YouTube and just the internet altogether, but oh my god, this dude is content gold. He is so fucking retarded. Oh my god.
A thread of hope that we can weave together for a better future.
Good
Oh my
God.
god.
The most
Full of shit.
inauthentic,
Full of shit.
lying ass, virtue signaling
He's full
I
of
have
shit.
ever seen in my life.
Oh my god.
Holy.
Yep.
Guys, people believe that.
Yeah.
They
That's crazy.
see that and they say, wow,
Fuck.
he's such a good guy.
He's so nice. Oh my god. No, he's not.
That's the America that we live in today.
Oh my god.
Where inauthentic like that are poised as our heroes. A thread of hope that we can weave together
for the
a
future.
brighter future.
Bullshit.
Oh my god, guys, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Bro OD'd on anime.
He did. That's yeah, that was interesting. So go check out the video, go check out Tectone, go give him a follow and everything. Go check out my comment section down below. There will be the pinned comment. That's where the link will be. The link is also on my page. You can guys go find it there. w.gg. Use my code TacticalGaming90 for 10% off. That is Hasan almost quitting streaming, and I wish he would have. It would have been so peaceful on the internet, at least a little bit more. I'd say by like a good 10-15%, because there's so much more bullshit out there on the internet. Trust me. Just look up YouTube drama. There's so much. But anyways, hopefully you all enjoyed that. Catch me for the next one. Later, guys.